My friend.
That's good.
I need to know more about Corypheus. You have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a petulant child, he will destroy the game board rather than admit defeat. Be ready for anything. He still believes himself a god, and gods do not fall gracefully.
Whoa, nice
Talk
line.
later. Goodbye.
Considering what I think. Hmm. Ah, the Sentinels. Yep. Okay. Okay. Pick up those books, man. Ay. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. You guys saw it continue somewhere. Let's go. Let's do this.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
What's up there, Dylan? What up, dude?
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Damn, it's going good.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me.
Oh.
You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
It's going great.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay. Fiona?
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
This is the time. If you got something new to say, no? Okay. Well, I mean, you probably... I don't know. I can't tell, so I don't care. That's what I think about that. Table. I don't think I have anything left at the table, but... whatever, just click. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's see where this goes. This is good.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
Because... do I need to be explicit about? Oof.
If you were divine, what would you do?
Assassinate
Change
everybody.
things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children.
Ooh.
In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them?
Why,
The
indeed.
Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Oh, damn. That's not bad. I agree with all of that, Liliana. I just think you're crazy. Whew. What do I do? Fine, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, God. I thought I had it figured out. I was saying Cassandra. Huh. I mean, Cassandra, she would change things too, from the top down. Oh, man. Oh, Liliana go about things in all very assassiny ways. Ah, geez, I don't know. I don't know. I think that sounds good.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I will make that mistake.
No, you won't, will you? No, you just kill everyone in your way. Yeah, okay, hold on. I can still talk through this.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see.
Come on,
But
don't
I've
talk
rambled
like
on
that.
too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Now you're like ruining your chances of getting further favor for you. You're talking crazy again.
So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another?
No, we're
What
working on
we
it.
will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Oh, interesting analogy there. No, we already found it, but yeah,
No matter how powerful he is, there's a way to defeat him. And we'll find it.
we do.
I hope you're right.
Dragon.
I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
Anything I should know?
It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. With Samson gone, the Red Templars are scrambling.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ooh wee. Okay. So. Oh god, move out of my way. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Do I just fast travel? Nah. Let's just walk through. Let's try to trigger some memories. Actually, I haven't talked to you in a while. You're nobody, but.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right. What do you think, buddy?
I do not like having that mirror, Illuvian, in Skyhold. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it. What if something else can?
I guess I do. I do.
I don't think Morrigan would keep
After
it
what
here
I've
if that
seen.
were true.
Yes. Morrigan said as much when I asked her.
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables.
Ah,
The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
right.
I'm not unreasonable.
Is there anything I should know?
Josephine seems happier of late.
I hope so. Josephine deserves every happiness.
She's been smiling constantly since your trip to Val Royeaux. I swear at one point she was humming.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
Your opinion is more important than mine where Josephine is concerned. As an ambassador for the Inquisition, she is skilled. We are fortunate to have her.
How do you like what?
Liliana is a good woman. I do not question her dedication.
But?
At times I wonder how far she would go to ensure success. To be fair, she questions my approach to matters as well.
But.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
They have more than proven themselves. I'm proud to serve
That's gonna
as
go,
commander.
man. I don't even know.
I should let you get back to work.
I'm not sure how much control I have of things, so. Where am I going now? I guess. To Cassandra? Let's see if something moves forward there because of the Morrigan talk. That's right, I was working my way towards Bull, Sarah, and Cole. They were the last ones left. Oh, now I gotta work my way back to Blackwall too and do that over. Let's just make sure everything is thorough. This is the last pass here before they DLC.
Is there anything you need?
Took me a little longer
Do you have any
to get
advice
around.
for me?
Find
The deep roads.
Corypheus. If he vanishes, he will only rebuild his power and come at us again. And he will come.
No problem.
Whatever mad play the Magister has in mind, you star as his nemesis.
I got
I
it.
shudder to
Adversary
think
will
what a
be
creature like
burned
that could
to ash.
concoct next, given the time.
Two more
Do you have
advice.
any advice for me?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
Burn it all.
Do
Anything
you have
more
any advice for me?
We must keep an eye on the College of Clerics.
Oh, there's lots
The
of stuff
moment
here.
they elect a divine, things could
Oh.
change quickly.
Do you have any
More
advice
advice.
for me?
We must root out the Red
Oh, damn.
Templars. They form the bulk of Corypheus's forces.
They're done.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must keep an eye on the College of Clerics. The moment they
Let's
elect a
change
divine.
quickly.
Nothing I can think of.
Oh, that was a weird one to repeat.
That's enough for now.
Despite, okay.
Another time.
Okay. Let's go in here and check on the drunkards. Oh, hey, hold on. Who's talking to there? You want to say something? Not that you.
Inquisitor,
What's been going on?
they've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
Working on it.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all
that.
my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Working on it.
I have to go.
Alright. Let's check on crap.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I missed a crazy fight.
You did.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags, and look a lot larger than they are. It'll mess
Map
with
quest?
enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
No? No map
We'll
quest.
talk later.
Oh, yay! We got a map quest. Something to do on the table.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first?
Yeah.
That's easy. We're good at killing shit.
All.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Yeah. I killed all the dragons. Still one left.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Probably-
Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
See you later, Bull.
Okay.
Nice talking with you, boss.
It's random. Try it out.
Hey, you need me?
No, I think
See
we're
you
good.
later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Seems so passive. No problems. Nothing to worry about, right?
I saw him just walking free.
That was a decision, and it was well considered.
After what he did,
I knew many killed in war. Sadly, in a game of power decided by heirs, only one target matters.
you're a cold prick. You know that.
These guys always say something when I come up the stairs.
Welcome back.
Jesus, so many scenes, man.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Huh.
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right. So maybe it's still you. Someone needed to do something. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, Dunkerbutt, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelard said elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
I was aiming an arrow at my face a test.
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack.
Oh,
Sounds
good.
stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
Huh. Sure.
You never do that to me again.
Fine, all right.
Oh, disapproves.
Sorry I don't know how to deal with rubbish no one was meant to.
Oh. Damn it. But, oh, well. Alright, whatever. No, wait, this is, I know what you are, Sarah. Yikes. Sabali. Sure.
Why are you dismissing what happened in Mythal?
Of course. None of it holds up. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Maybe. Depends.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Oh, damn, what a burn. I don't think he'd do that. That's a great line. That doesn't stop you. No, it's important.
People need to understand what this could mean.
This is going to ruin this relationship.
No, they don't. 1,000 miles away, all they'll hear is you won. They won't care what you mutter to yourself. And neither do I. So there you go.
Damn, so many disapprovals, but she's still here. Damn. Oh, he's talking. Are you not talking to me?
Hey, it's you again.
Oh, I thought we were done. Well.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people.
Oh, maybe that would change, but...
Right, which ones?
Oh, let's check this again. See if I can...
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Okay, let's go to Cole. I thought maybe that would have gone different. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need her to believe. Somali believes. That's all that matters. That's why she's turning human.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong. Like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
Yeah.
It's hard for any of us to make sense of. Corypheus is using ancient magic.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not... Could I have saved the real Cole?
Ooh.
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father.
Oof.
His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Just abandoned me at the friggin' Jesus. Where am I? God, what year is this? Oh, jeez. Okay, let's... Oh, I see what... Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's go... Shoot.
He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
Sort of picked up on that. Alright. I guess that's it then. like done? Who's left? Varric. Varric is left. Varric, what's up?
Something you wanted to talk about?
You tell me, buddy. You never want to
Can
get
I
off
ask you
these.
something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
And then it just
No
ends.
problem.
So dumb. It's so dumb.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
I want to know more.
I'll tell you what I can.
Or
I
not.
think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Great. Yeah. Cool. Let me ask you again.
Questions? I'm your dwarf. That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Nothing. All right, so nothing. Got it. Okay, got it. It's my time. Pick up this table. I'm gonna look for Morgan real quick. See if we can finish that off. I think I've done a whole cycle. Who am I missing? I always feel like I'm missing someone. That's what's weird about that whole pitch. Okay, Inquisitor. With most of our forces still returning from the Temple of Mythal, it is important that our enemy not suspect the weakness
We'll be ready
of
to
our
make our move soon, I think.
our current state. I can take some of the chargers on patrol in Inquisition uniforms and create enough of a disturbance to give enemy scouts the impression of a larger. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat. Of a much larger Inquisition force. Yeah, that's pretty neat. It's a good idea. We don't have the manpower to do much more at the moment. My scouts have done similar work. They may even be able to ambush enemy forces. Actually, this feels like a scouty. Yeah, no, this is a little scouts.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. There is nothing else. There's a deep roads. Disaster in the deep roads. Oh, I have to travel for that. Thought I was gonna go there right now. Didn't. No, I'm gonna go to Morgan, and then we're gonna. I think she's the last one. Who am I missing? Dagna. I should talk to Dagna. Surely she has something to say
The
about
Temple of
her.
Mythal sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of, well,
Oh.
anything.
I sure did.
Have you learned anything
Samson.
new from your guest?
Oh, Master
Yes,
Clip.
he's
Oh,
a Red
neat.
Lyrium-infused masterclass in how to be a sourpuss. He doesn't do anything. I mean,
Was he in the prison?
I can't blame him. He's kind of broken. It's very sad. But I can ring out a rune or two.
Wiring.
His armor is a fantastic application of old and new. It's mesmerizing. The best things are, you know.
I guess
I'll
I
see you
could
later,
check the
Dagna.
prison. See if
I
he's
can't
down
wait.
there. Oh, you haven't talked to you in ages.
Inquisitor.
Nope. That's what I
I'll be back
thought.
later.
That's why I haven't talked to you in ages. There she is. Oh, okay. Here we
Mother
go.
must be very pleased.
Well,
The Herald of Andraste, leader of the Inquisition, at her personal beck and call.
isn't it awesome?
I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
You might be right.
'Twas a temple dedicated to her after all. Is it a coincidence we ended up there? There must be a connection we cannot see. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
No.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is.
It has to be true.
I
She
am
controlled.
uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced
Wait a
on the
minute, I
unwilling.
just-
Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I think there's an Andraste Codex where she only had daughters. Call me crazy. But I can swear I can't be making that up. I'm fairly certain I've read this.
So what do you intend to do now?
Now,
Crazy
take
talk,
Kieran
man.
and leave. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me.
No.
You are her servant, but I am her daughter. I doubt she will let me slip completely from her clutches.
She will.
Whatever happens, I wish you well in the coming battle, Inquisitor.
Because she said you have to be willing, right? So I think it was a test. It was like a trial, you know?
If you have questions, then ask.
I'll leave you
to determine the truth, and she determined the truth that Morgan had changed. She had, like, yeah.
How does one master a
Oh, I
dragon
meant to talk to
exactly?
Kieran, but okay.
Is this something the well allows you, or is it
I
a
would've
gift
walked away.
of Flemeth's? Whatever the case, if Mother suggests you find a dragon of your own to throw at Corypheus, you'd best get on it.
Find a dragon of my own to throw it to what? I thought I was out to kill a dragon. Oh, actually, I will try this. Hold on.
More about you.
See if something
If you have
comes.
questions, then ask.
Okay, no, okay. So definitely cleared here.
Of course.
I mean, we still have time for you guys to let me know if I've missed anyone. Like, what will happen is we'll kick off the Deep Roads. There's going to be, I don't know, 10 episodes worth. Now I'm, like, over-guessing because I have no idea. And so, if I miss anything, you guys can let me know. And I will come and clean that up before we kick off the final mission. We still have the Frost back after as well, so we got plenty of time. Prison's over here. I am gonna go check this real quick because, like, why wouldn't we have? Why wouldn't he be down here? You know.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
What did Dagna do with the bot? Like, did the body evaporate after she tested it? Did the body disappear? You know, like what? Where did the body go? You know what I mean? The fuck? All right. I've definitely cut this episode in two, but now I'm gonna push. Do I do it? Yes, I am going to do it. I am going to do it. Let's get out of here. Let's go see. Well, I guess I could here. Let's do one. Yep. Let's do one round of this. Let's clear this out in case there's some context here. And a note on Orzammar. Oh, that's the okay. This is actually contextual. Inquisitor, as you've already heard, Orzammar has urgent need of our services. The underground earthquakes in the deep roads threaten to cave in countless lyrium mines. If this happens, it would all but cut off the supply of lyrium to the surface. I don't need to tell you how many former Templars in the Inquisition rely on that lyrium. It is imperative that we remain in Orzammar's good graces. Their politics may not require as much finesse as the grand game of Orlais. The Dwarven society can be just as perilous. Orzammar is one of two remaining tags that once made up their empire, and its citizens are proud people who are accustomed to hardship and lean heavily on tradition. A dwarf's caste means everything. While you are not traveling to the capital itself, you will be dealing with a representative from its shaperate. I am told her name is Valta, and her father is a highly respected member of the Smith caste. Liliana has discovered little else about her, which isn't surprising considering how tightly Orzammar holds its secrets. I caution you to treat this representative with the utmost respect. We are dealing with a proud people with long memories. Not long enough. They also stop at one point. Once a grudge is held, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about rocks and dwarven stubbornness. Okay, and I think that's it for codexes. Damn. I think that's it. In terms of journal, we have this. Go to the altar. No. No. Travel to the fissure. Yes. We'll deal with the we'll deal with the wall stuff after. We'll deal with the table stuff after. Whoa, Altar of Mythal. No, we have to go. Storm Coast, right? Travel to the fissure. Yep, travel to the fissure. Let's view this. I need to get down this way, and then I need to go around. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back if there's some banter to bring you back to. Oh, man,
that was fun.
Nice. What was fun, Bull? The hell? Oh yeah, they look good like this. Hell yeah. I forgot how awesome that shoreline looked. This is early on, man. Thinking back to this. Ooh, Blood Lotus all over the place here. Yeah, thinking back, man, and this is like, I'm getting like strange little chills now just looking at it. It looks good, man. Ooh. Why does that guy have such a big maul? Wait, what is this? For real, what is this? Alpha Hurlock. Oh, you know what? I need some of these. I'll be back. Alright. We were at the Fisher. And whee! Let's go. So at least kick this thing off. That way there's no turning back. I gotta commit. Intro movie? It's gotta be. Something's going on. Oh, hey.
Inquisitor. The workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you.
What's the weight allowance? Oh, we're gonna bring a bowl along, you know what I'm saying?
Try not to shift around, and
Please,
keep
bowl,
back from
center
the edge.
it.
It's a long way down.
Neat.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King? Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
So, the deep roads. Do you think there'll be tight spaces? Long hallways with low ceilings?
Possibly. Why?
Just hoping my horns fit.
Oh.
Dwarves cannot dream, yet they devise the most fascinating inventions.
Not all ideas come from the Fade.
True, but these designs must be inspired by something.
Damn. Sleepy. Glad I redesigned them. They look good. They look like a team now.
Karut, Magar, Nofric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Are you, though?
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the Deep Roads.
No matter their sins.
Good job, Sally.
The Legion die noble deaths.
That's what your library's for. That's what your library's for.
Orzammar deals with darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Crazy how that works, the dependency on the surface. But let's go.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Let's get ourselves another stack of allies.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Okay. And we're off. You go ahead. Go ahead of us. That's fine. We got things to do, like searching for papers on the ground. An unsent letter from a miner, Lord Gavorn. I shouldn't have to remind you of the mining cast's importance to Orzammar, but apparently not even the ancestors can say when you last visited the memories. The lyrium trade is the only reason our kingdom still stands. It is what keeps the king's coffers fat, so that he may play a part in whatever little wars are raging on the surface. But lyrium is as dangerous as it is profitable. And when I write to you saying that earthquakes are threatening one of our most lucrative mines, I expect a faster response. Something unnatural is afoot. The shaft rats come out of their holes chanting nonsense. Even my own crew, men and women I've worked with since I was a child, claim to hear something in the tremors. I don't care who or what you sent to help us. Just do it quickly. Miner Ordell. Just in case. Let me just check behind us, because sometimes nope, that looks like a deep fall. Okay. Sometimes I'll put stuff behind us and you'll miss it if you don't. So, you coming? No? Yeah, I'll go up ahead. Let's
keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
Neat. Okay, hey-oh. Easy does it. Easy does. Let me just take a look around. Relax for a sec. Oh, fine. Storm Coast Fisher. From this ridge, exposed section of the deep roads are visible below. There's history in the rock split by these quakes, and for those without sure footing, a particularly dangerous fall. Still determined to pick up all the crap in my way, even though I'm fairly certain I don't need more spindleweed. I'll take it. What's up? Defeat the ogre. Oh, hell, wait. Wow, that's fine. Okay, let's just set this up proper. Oh, it's an alpha too. Was it 24? Oh shit, he's coming strong. Alright, okay, we're gonna have to set some of these up right here. Now we're just gonna. Wow, his hit points are holding up. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's get some more traps there, because jeez Louise, I should have taken over Barrick. Like I said at the beginning. Oh my god.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
What are you talking? This thing is wrecking us, and it's like tough as shit. God damn, man. Holy hell. Okay, let's wake him up some more for the fight, because this is great. Damn, man.
Right now.
We're striking. Can't you see? We've been striking a lot, man. Oh, good. He's getting his hit points back. Are you taking potions? Yeah, you took a potion. Alright. Well, I guess this is gonna be the challenge I was waiting for. But he's a boss. He's got a skull shape, but it's like a big boy. He's a big boy.
Now, while it's distracted.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take you dummy. You need to go as far away as you can. So we're gonna take control of you. There we go. Now let's start. There we go. Gonna use. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, let's try some of these traps. Ogre. To break the ogre's grab, use an ability with physical effects such as stun, knockback, or knockdown. Oh, I think I could do that, but it's... Who's in this hole? You know what? I gotta come out of stealth. I need this power right here. Knock him back if I can. Did that work? I think it might have worked. Oh, is that how that works? It's actually a melee. Oh, so it's gonna get him into the fight? Nope. Pass. Pass. Let's stick here. What did that do exactly? I can't see what that's doing. Jeez. Salman's got his guard up. That's good. At this point here, I'm just gonna take him over again. How's his mana's gone? That's fine.
Right now.
You know what? I'm gonna move this up here because this is the stuff that does a lot of freaking damage. So let's get this guy burning. And then let's get the hell out. Jesus. Well, they kicked this thing off into high gear right off the bat, man.
Now, while it's distracted.
You're really annoying, to be honest. You're not helping with this. Just saying. Thank you.
You have my gratitude.
If I lost you,
Giant
I'd never
Slayer.
make it out of the deep roads.
I'm sure you would find a way. If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Holy hell. I mean, I'm cool with it, but jeez, this is gonna get us some stuff. So we don't need the dagger right now. We gotta... Oh, that's neat. Alright, what's this? Ooh, level tier 4 shield. Damn. Okay, this is gonna scale our equipment. That's kind of neat, though, because I would like to just... I just want new stuff at this point. I've just seen such... I've just been so underwhelmed that I just want new things now. I want to feel like things are getting... Well, they have been getting replaced against recently, but...
I will never get used to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air.
Yeah, I want the loot to feel important, especially for like a big fight like that. You want it to like...
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Doesn't matter. Alright, well, you're telling me to go this way. Yep. Oh, and there's a camp right there, so this would be a good point to break once we figure out what's up here. Legion of the Dead.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
Is that... What's his name? What's his name? Is that the guy from Fortunes?
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
Let's do this.
We can't lose this position. Hurry!
We'll not lose this. I'm about to set off a goddamn focus bomb because this is crazy.
And set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
Charge, they'll die. They'll die. They'll die. What are we at? 24s.
Clear out the darkspawn!
This is good. This is good stuff. It's gonna take a while, but look at that. All these weakened bastards, and they're all getting wrecked because of all the extra synergies going off and stuff. Oh, jeez. He's got some guard going on. That's good. That's good. This probably would have been a better Blackwell scenario, so hopefully we'll get that head chest out of the way sooner than later. But I'm gonna push up ahead actually here. Do it! Sucker. Oh, that was not. No, that's fine. That's a good one. There we go. That's what I meant. We could be on. Nope. Please get away from them. Let's back up a little bit. Let's get some range here. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, this might be good. Now this is where the necromancy stuff might actually be good because of the because they'll last long. These fights will last long. So damage over time is way more significant. Holy crap!
Keep it up.
Oh, we for real? Like it's just gonna keep going? Oh, no? Okay. Okay, let's do some of this. Sure. Let's get these guys disoriented. Like, yep. Oh, he's on our side. Yep. Good? Nope. Come on, aim on it. There we go. Herlock awful. Oh, bye, guard. Alright, are we done now? Darkspawn slain. Oh, there's like a meter. What the fuck? Okay, no.
Prime the charges.
Oh, I have to. Oh, did I have to just. No.
Set the charges.
Where can I. Hold on. Activate. Take cover outside the chamber. Cover outside the change, like beyond this thing right here. Pretty sure I'm gonna take some loot on the way. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Run! Are you gonna do something? Are we good? Just right here. Take cover. I said take cover. Take cover. Something. You guys want to pull back a little bit? No? Oh, did you decide to just die in there? Be heroes. Woohoo! Yeah. And we got ourselves a camp. Or do we have to? We do have to set it up. Okay, hold on. What's this thing? Oh, loot. Immediately loot. Whoa. Whoa! What? Okay. I mean, I wasted some, but if you want to give me a bunch of, that was weird. How that came. How did that? What? How did that work exactly? Why did that loot show up differently? That was strange. Whoa, did I pass this? Dearest Iora, this will never reach you. None of my letters will. But writing helps me cope with having joined the Legion. For all the death I have already seen, there are wonders down here. And I wish you could see them. When it's quiet, there are still hints of what the deep roads used to be. Right now, I'm sitting under the crumbling statue of a paragon. I asked Ansa if she knew who it was, but the face is cracked. I like to think it's Enderin, Stonehammer, or Morok, the Maul. Though I know you favor Astith the Grey. Back home, I never cared about our history. Remember old Ostag shouting about Orzamar's former glory, naming tags he'd never visited and people he'd only read about? I laughed at him. But being down here, seeing what we've lost, these are more than roads, Iora. They connected our empire. They let our culture flourish. The stone accepted us, and we lived and moved within her. Now we cling to her like someone drowning. Forgive me, all my letters end the same. Legionnaire Grek. Came from there. I guess it's telling us stuff we can't establish an Inquisition camp. Hold on, let's talk to these. Oh. Where'd the dude with the face paint go? Wait a minute. There you are. Okay. Yeah. Shaper. I was missing the shaper there for a sec. So is this loot as well? Loot baskets of joy. Okay, I'm gonna guess there's nothing that way. Let's just set up camp. Push us along. Ooh. Wait, before I set up camp. Can I go in there? No, okay. Alright, let's set up camp and push us along. Ooh. Supplies replenished. Alright. Oh, I like the way that this is set up, though. Oh, there he is. This is neat.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Yeah.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Just wearing Legion of the Dead
Mark
armor.
the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
For such a small group, your people have held up well.
The Quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
Oh.
Take cover!
What's up?
You heard that, yes?
Oh.
The rhythm
yeah,
and the
okay.
tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
Damn. This is gonna be good.
How could an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here. These are different. She thinks she knows why.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity. But now... the text describes giant creatures called Titans living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths. Or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
A mystery worth investigating.
Indeed. Oh, shit.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
Oh, I
the
have.
text I found
I've read quite a bit about
predated the First Light. Its pages had mostly rotted away. And there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
It sure does.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Vault is better than most. She never gets lost.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong.
That
we
is there at the
return
beginning.
that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
I know, I mean, he's just questioning. No. Yeah.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Deep Roads Expedition Table. Use the Expedition Table to complete unique Inquisition operations called Expedition found in the... Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, is this different? Do not appear... Oh. No, it's probably the same. It's just for this, I suppose. Well, let's take a look. Oh. Oh my god. The Abyss, you say? Oh my god, there's so many things going. Oh, this is like set up like the table. Hold on. Grand subterranean passages once connected to the Dwarven Empire's great attacks, but darkspawn have laid claim to this territory since the First Blight. Oh my god. A maze of long-forgotten caverns and tunnels wind down to the very heart of Thedas, awaiting the brave or foolish who would delve into the dark. What is this? No, for real. What is it? Oh! Okay. Yeah, it's neat. Okay, the Inquisition efforts in the Deep Roads would greatly benefit from additional logistical support at the main Legion of the Dead camp. Additional crafting tables can be constructed and a quartermaster brought in to offer basic goods and services. Oh my god. Inquisition forces can make improvements in the Deep Roads. Forces are built. Additional crafting, Deep Roads commander, additional crafting tables, and a quartermaster has been assigned to the camp. Thank you. Oh, that is interesting. Okay. It's a little hard for me to know what is interactable, but I guess nothing else. Okay. Still, okay, so this is neat. Quest completed, sure. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know, like I literally just cut this up. Whoa. I just cut the episode, but you have to understand. I had almost 2 hours of footage when I did that bonus episode. I cut around so many things. And one of them went into the story of the Titans. Now, I think I left enough in there to suggest what I was talking about with the Greek legends. I left it at that because I was worried. I was worried that it was going to sound stupid, or I was worried that I was going to get spoiled. What's this offer? Stupid sad weapon. Fine. But now I'm going to reiterate the stuff that I cut around the entire thing because it was getting long. The episode was getting long. I just wanted to cut it short as well. God, I'm trying to talk and read. I mean, it's all.
The king involved a surfacer.
Yes. Hold on, I can talk to her again. Hold on, before I get into my thing, because I'm going to wrap this up with that.
Lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally.
Oh, shit.
But the Deshers talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
Oh, this is going to have a whole...
How does one become a shaper of memories?
I was born with a keen stone sense. It caught the Shaper's attention. But my passion for history earned me the title. It was never really a choice.
Do I get into my thing before I ask more questions, just so I can get my ideas out before it feels like, no, I won't be influenced. It's literally Greek history. I'll tell you a story of Greek history, and I'll tell you why I had some ideas like early on, or I was generating ideas based on some parallelism, but I didn't. Jeez. I didn't think they'd go straight with the friggin' term Titans. That sounds a little bit on the nose to me, but...
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
I was there a while ago, but yeah. I mean, I'll explain. Hold on.
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
So there's a lot of information here, huh?
Do you miss living there?
I do sometimes. Particularly the easy access to a warm bath and clean clothes. But the importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, Citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot.
We've been through this.
A member of the Smith
That's
caste can
Somley
never
has it.
join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way for someone to change castes.
It is possible for a
Good
member
refresher,
of the lower
though.
caste to marry above their
But I
station,
think I'm good.
but only their children's caste will improve.
This isn't all the
Similarly, when
games so
dwarves
far.
are made casteless, so are their descendants.
Now we didn't get this depth of Dwarven history even when we went down into we did that whole Varric quest thing. Sure.
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
He would know
Riots due to
some
food
stuff,
shortages,
I guess.
but they will
He read.
pass. I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for
Deshers.
their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the assembly.
What are Deshers?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Members of the assembly.
Okay, yeah,
all
okay, okay.
noble-born.
Mhm.
Through the assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
Yeah. So this is repeating. That's great. Okay.
That's
Back
enough
up.
about Orzammar.
My God,
Of
I've been
course.
recording the same session here. I don't know how much. I'm
Thanks
trying
for
to
the
make
insight,
this.
Shaper.
My pleasure, Inquisitor.
We'll
Trying to
speak
get this
another
into
time.
2 episodes, but if I keep doing this, it's it's gonna be really long. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Titan thing to give you some context as to why early on I was thinking about, well, the giant sculptures for one were throwing me off. The stone hand was another thing that I keyed into, and then it was the idea of the primordial and what do they call it? Well, the primordial stone. What do they call it? They call it something they can't. But anyways, the ideas in my head of like the solid, so like the red and the intangible, the blue, and I simplify the ideas so I can start building a cosmology around something that whether true or false, it was something I could rely on for the character development sake of Somley until the game kind of gave me other information inputs that I could then roll with. So the thing with Titans is that in Greek mythology, there was hopefully I get this right. Hopefully I don't come out. I'm not a noob when I say all this stuff, but it's been a long time. But so the proto gods were the Titans, Uranus of the sky and Gaia of the earth, and then they give birth to a Titan called Kronos. Now Kronos means time, which is, I think, even earlier in this stack of episodes I said time was important to me. That was the actual, that's some of the subtle stuff I've been kind of seeding in. Anytime you deal with prophecy and narrative, or there's a character that's like an oracle, that sort of archetype, it insinuates stuff to do with past, present, and future and stuff like that. So when I got to the Titan idea and I was thinking Kronos, I'm like, what if there's like the two things, and like there's these like proto forms. I'm also thinking the Marvel universe. There's like things tied to eternity and infinity and blah blah blah. Anyways, okay, I'm going to derail. Let's go back to the Titan story. So Kronos is born, and so Kronos has this idea where he wants to take out the father. He wants to take out Uranus, and so he, I believe, allies with the mother, or he gets help from Gaia, and then he ends up castrating his father, and his father bleeds into the ocean. The ocean then, the blood in the ocean then starts spawning monsters, and I forget the monsters that come from that, but I think it's something like giants come from it. I think I always pronounce this wrong, but Aarons or something like that. I forget other ones. I think Pegasus is born at some point from the ocean too. Doesn't matter. The point is, he then so Kronos then kind of takes over. He becomes kind of the new god head honcho. He starts giving birth to other gods. I believe there were 12 of them. It's the Greek pantheon. So when Zeus is born, Gaia ends up hiding Zeus. I forget how that works, but I think it involves a river. It's been so long. So because he ends up being hidden from Kronos, but Kronos is now Kronos hears a prophecy of that he will one day be taken over by his children. So Kronos panics. He starts devouring the children, but he doesn't devour Zeus, because Zeus, of course, was hidden by Gaia, sent down some river, I think, and then he ends up, the prophecy comes true. Zeus is like, this guy's going crazy. He's letting power go over his head. Now you see where when I was reading the lore of the elven gods, and there was the talk of, oh, don't do this right now. Don't forget the names. Don't do this. Don't complicate things. Come on. There was, don't do this. No, I'm going to get this. Not Fountain. Not Dirthamon. I got this. Algernon. My God. So Algernon in the elven lore was sort of akin to Kronos or Uranus. And so when I was reading it, I was like, this sounds like the whole thing where like you're trying to get all this power, you start to overstretch your rule, and then it's like Mythal has to step in. That's kind of what Gaia was doing with Kronos, and then gets Zeus to overtake his father, and then Zeus ends up forcing him to vomit up the siblings. I'm fairly certain. So Zeus frees the other gods of the Greek pantheon, and I forget how he pulls this off, but he imprisons him in Tartarus, which is kind of like a hell, or the abyss. Just so sometimes just the way things string together, I didn't think they'd be so on the nose, but I studied a lot of this. I'm gonna go a step further of why this is the Titan idea and Titan blood. And so blood started being a repeated symbol in some of the Mythal Temple stuff. And there's something important with Titan blood. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of an idea that I had probably 10 years ago. There was another kind of comic series I wanted to create, and it was the entire foundation of this comic series. Not the entire. There's a couple of the layers to it I'm not going to get into here. But I had to research the hell out of Titans. Of the Greek legends, because I was trying to work up this idea that was going to involve Titan blood sort of changing people. If you think about what superheroes become, I'm sort of giving, copyright. But it's the idea that the Titan blood at some point in history, and like Old Testament Bible stuff was like wrapped in there. That's why I'm not going to say anymore. It's crazy. I might still do the idea one day, but it was the idea that blood ends up being the component that ends up giving people powers, okay? And then something happens and turns into there's an apocalypse that happens, blah, blah, blah. It's the Revelations. It's at the same time, it's the Norse mythology with Ragnarok. It's at the same time, it's all those things. It's like it was this culmination, and then Lovecraft was wrapped around that. It's I can't explain it further than that. It goes back a billion years, but okay, I'm going derailing. So I'm going to cut around a lot of the other stuff I started talking about this comic idea, because I don't want people like taking the idea. Copyright. I'm just taking around a lot of stuff. You'll find out about it someday, maybe, if I end up doing it. But the stories are really cool to me, and the fact that Dragon Age would somehow tap into that as a potential foundation for something. They have the constellations too, which is also very, very Greek and very Roman, and so those ideas are all there. So I wanted to kind of map these things out in a way where I maybe try to align all of these things with our actual myths, and to see if something maybe panned out, or maybe I think a lot about what if scenarios when I'm brainstorming creative ideas and stuff. And so part of my idea was what if the forgotten gods, forgotten ones, every time forgotten ones, where the forgotten ones were they're getting talked about in kind of the same league as the elven pantheon, let's just call it. But maybe they were pantheons, doesn't matter. But there was two sets, and so there was forgotten ones, and I believe there was the class of pantheons. But then there's the constellations. Then talk about how it could be this, it can be that. But then in my head, I'm like, well, maybe it's maybe there's a both thing. Maybe there's the whole the fragment scenario is that maybe there's essences that split up, and they are part of two things. And so then you have oh Jesus, come on. I'm thinking too quickly here, and I can't keep up. And then you have God, come on, don't do this again. Fenriel. Damn it, I was going to say Faladin again. So then you have Fenriel, who somehow, his whole story is that he's he walks between the two, or he does something, he tricks them, and then they get pushed out into the void, they get imprisoned or something. And then that was that's kind of the whole, that's a whole Tartarus thing, the whole abyss, So it was just very strange. And when I talk in the comments about this idea of what I would like to do after this series is done, it sort of touches on what I just ranted about for I don't know how long, but now I really went overboard here. But it's the idea of like finding things in the Dragon Age lore and then being able to kind of position it against stuff that is in our own mythology, our own history, and see how the world building sort of pulls on these little ideas and then creates something new. I think I did derail. The point I was going to say about the Forbidden God. Come on, why do I always do this? The Forgotten Ones. That the Forgotten Ones, I'm like, what if the Forgotten Ones were maybe tied to more of our real world mythologies, and then something happens where maybe I don't know how literal they're gonna get with this Titan stuff here, man. But the whole blood for me is like, what if the blood? I am gonna have to get into it. Damn it, this should have been its own episode. The blood, I like in my thinking is like, this battle happens between the back in the Elvenon days. The Elvenon, but the Arlathan and Tevinter. Maybe there's some fight, and then these two factions of gods go at it. And so I was kind of alluding to some of the stuff in my subtle kind of commentary, where like I'm thinking like the blood thing back to the blood of the Titans that I was kind of getting into with the Greek thing, and it's like, maybe that's what caused the other races to develop, like because they came out of nowhere, like humans and Kunara came out of nowhere. But I'm like, what if that's part of it? What if like something happens akin to like the Uranus like bleeding into the ocean and then monsters forming? What if there's like Dragon Age has taken the idea, the essence of that idea, and then it's like some battle happens, these proto forms, these proto things, they bleed, and then they make the dwarves, like that's why I'm kind of like I'm on two paths here. Like they make the dwarves spring up humans, and they make the elves, the Elvenon, spring up Kunari. Or maybe because I feel like they're kind of tied to dragons, and that the dwarves would be tied to something like Titans. And so maybe like in the like proto days, there's like two forms. There's the dragons and there's the Titans. Now I can say it. It's literally the thing, and that's the kind of thing they fought. And then their blood is what messed up things and created the Kunari and the humans. Something like that. Kind of working on that. I'm saying it all now because I feel like this is really going to start getting into things very exciting. I can't wait to really delve into things and be able to research it and put my thought together more cohesively than I just did. I'm going to wrap this one up. This is probably 2 episodes. Maybe it could have turned into 3. I don't know. I'll catch you when we push into the deep roads. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace. Ooh-wee.